Stevens now waits for our closing quarter-final between Paul Hunter, happily back on the scene following draining cancer treatment during the summer, and Ronnie O'Sullivan, the world number one and the king of snooker and predictability. What does he do here? Your guess is as good as mine. One thing is guaranteed: both will receive a warm reception from this knowledgeable crowd.
Ronnie, Paul, would like to call it?
Heads, please.
Heads. It's a head, it's your choice.
Go on, I'll let you break, Ronnie.
Ronnie, you can break them. Thank you. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Paul Hunter won the toss and has put Ronnie O'Sullivan in for a left-handed break-off shot.
Yes, Ronnie O'Sullivan quite happy left-handed these days. I think the early stages of his left-handed foray into the game, I think he wanted to see how things went right-handed first, but now he's quite capable of playing a whole frame left-handed. Quite amazing. You may wonder why he does that, why he plays a shot that he could play right-handed, left-handed. Some days apparently he just feels happier cueing left-handed, as if he can see the shots better, as if his perspective on the shot is better. Very hard for anybody other than him to actually understand that, but he certainly does cue very well left-handed.
Well, O'Sullivan hit his last shot all wrong and was very fortunate not to leave Hunter an opportunity. He's hit that one wrong as well.
But a difficult table starting to develop here. Black off its spot. May just be able to sneak through to that second red. It'd be very difficult to get position. Well, what a great shot that was. And if he can knock this black in, which is a tester, especially in a one-frame tournament, he could make a difficult situation into a nice break.
Two very nice, crisp shots from Paul Hunter, who everybody in snooker is very pleased to see back in the competitive arena.
9.
Was diagnosed with cancer during the summer, went through 5 courses of chemotherapy, each of 3 weeks, which left him very weak indeed. And
16.
he still has a stamina problem. He did play at the Grand Prix at Preston.
17.
Started out all right the first 2 or 3 frames, but then faded as he became fatigued.
Paul Hunter, 17.
Well, done most of the hard work there and just had to play a relatively easy black with potential for splitting the reds open. I think he's been fairly fortunate there in getting away with that. So even Stevens on the luck element so far, but not really a sizable enough lead against the likes of Ronnie O'Sullivan, and a very, very clever, if he played that, what a marvellous safety shot that was, using the black to get the cue ball down the table. If that was played, that was superb.
I'm pretty sure it was. It's also brought the black into play.
Paul Hunter may be forced to dump a ball on the top cushion here. The only safe area of the table. As long as there's not a plant into the middle pocket and he's covered up the other reds. talking to Paul beforehand about circulation problems. He seems to have pins and needles in his arm, and you know, the game of snooker, more than nearly any other game in the world, possibly, the weight of delivery of the shot is so critical. If that's a problem, it becomes a worry to a snooker player, whether he knows he's going to hit the ball at the right weight. We sometimes see Ronnie O'Sullivan at the table, don't we, Clive, holding a mug of hot water to try and warm his hands up to get more perhaps feeling in his hands. So hopefully for Paul, he gets over that quickly in this season.
One.
Yes, Hunter intended to get the cue ball more behind the black. His failure to do so left Sullivan that red to middle pretty well straight.
Had a variety of reds into this top left-hand corner pocket. Overhit it slightly, but with a pink in open play.
9.
This is a nice situation. And of all the players in this tournament, you tend to think that Ronnie O'Sullivan is the one that could win this tournament. His ability to get off, as I say that, his
Ronnie
ability to
O'Sullivan
get off to a
9.
good start, and I've just hung myself, so I shall stop now. There's no point in going any further, is there?
Well, it was an easy ball. You had every right to expect him to pot it, Steve. He didn't play like that against you at Croydon on Thursday night.
No, he didn't. Paul would have liked to have got the blue back on the spot there, but he didn't run through far enough, so it's yellow. Back up for, once again, a selection of reds into this corner. And the balls
3.
are spread quite nicely. It's just a case of getting going, getting off the mark. Very well
4.
struck there. Doesn't really want to be dead straight on this black. But if he is, he can play a slightly more difficult power screw back off the side cushion. Didn't really get into the shot there. We've seen a couple of screw backs a little bit shy of pace, perhaps a little bit of dampness in the cloth.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't think
as well.
we've got any table heaters
Yeah.
under the table today, as we have in ranking tournaments, but the room is warm. I'd have thought it would have been all right.
It may be, you know, if the table's been brought in just for the day, perhaps the slates are a bit on the cold side. Who knows, a variety of reasons. You may just have underhit the shot, but if there is any amount of moisture in the cloth, it does show up quite significantly at top class level. Nicely played shot there.
12. Thanks.
Obviously, table heaters were a problem. You couldn't just cut a hole in a 45 billion pound carpet and put a plug through there. So.
Paul Hunter, 12.
Well, he's
Basic black.
Yes, he's got a lead of 20. Black and pink gone a bit safe. Red on the side cushion. Ronnie O'Sullivan trying to get this blue on the spot as quick as possible.
Six. 7.
Well, just a bit shy of pace again. I would think the table looks a little bit on the slow side. It's down to the top class players that we see here to adjust accordingly as quickly as possible. Well, that was an adjustment. What a shot that was. What a great shot.
12.
Spinning it off the two cushions with left-hand side.
13.
Ronnie O'Sullivan didn't really get a chance to excel in the final of the Grand Prix a couple of weeks back. John Higgins was in quite amazing form.
19.
But it didn't stop Ronnie O'Sullivan looking very good in the build-up to that final and looking like he was going to be a danger all season. Such a smooth striker of the ball. Such a danger.
24.
He's going to need that last red on the side cushion, though.
25.
Well, there was the attempt to develop it.
28. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 28.
Well, the left-handed cut fails, but not the worst possible result because the cue ball caught the jaws of a baulk pocket and kept the cue ball down near the baulk cushion.
I think that was just about worth the risk there with this red on the side cushion as well. Ronnie attempting a safety at the same time as that double. And it gets down to the stage in a frame sometimes where shot selection comes into the equation. Not the positional play so much as the tactics of when to go for a shot and good safety. And with the scores relatively level, one good safety shot could be a clincher. Was they in the middle? Well, he played the shot as he wanted, trying to push it to the side cushion.
Six.
Good shot to make the cannon, but didn't make it at the desired angle.
So a
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
14-point
6.
lead. Still not really enough. Massive fluke from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Trying to clip that red thin, send it to the side cushion. He did all that. Two cushion escape now for Paul Hunter. And now he has to hope it goes safe. Yellow's in a tricky position, so even if this red goes in, still work to be done. Ronnie O'Sullivan looks in devastating potting form and could well play and lay a very, very horrible snooker on Paul Hunter here. He really should play the shot. Yellow doesn't pot really into any pocket. Not too sure it goes into any pocket at all, Joe. Perhaps roll the blue onto the side cushion. Snooker behind the green. It's got to be the shot. It must be the shot. I don't think he wants to play it.
Blue ball.
Well, I think
Ronnie
he felt guilty about playing the shot there. I've never seen that before. I can't believe he played that.
Well, for the first time top players felt guilty about anything.
I don't think it was because he's playing Paul so much as he just doesn't want to win by playing defensively, as if it's sort of a pride thing, you know? As if you've got to go out there, you've got to attack at all costs. A bit like Eddie Charlton used to play in Pot Black.
Not for nothing was he known as Steady Eddie.
Yes, I learnt from the early Pot Blacks, Eddie Charlton against Cliff Thorburn and Terry Griffiths in those 3-hour, 25-minute programmes.
Two.
A marvellous shot there by Paul Hunter, and can he clear the table? Wasn't the easiest of positional shots, but he's controlled
5.
this very well. Well, brown to blue to pink is A little bit of work for the cue ball.
Nine.
That was superbly struck.
14.
And a superb positional shot as well. And he's got the right angle to get back up for the black.
20.
So Hunter just has to pot the black to reach the pot black cup semi-finals.
27 and
A popular win for Paul Hunter. Every win of his is popular these days after what he's been through. So Hunter goes forward to the semi-finals.